Section 14-2, Part 3, Making Scatter Plots with the Graphing Tool. The table shows the route length and the number of stations for several major U.S. subway systems. Make a scatter plot to represent the data. So here we have a length in miles. That will be our x-axis. That's ranging from 38 to 229, 38 being the smallest, 229. So we might go from 0 to 250 for our range. Number of stations is your y. That's starting smallest from 38 through 468. So we'll have a big y value. We might just range that from 0 to maybe 500, okay? We're all positive, even though we have some whole numbers, some decimals. We'll be in the first quadrant. Our title will be Major U.S. Subway Systems. We have our length in miles, ranging from 0 to 250. We have the Y, or the number of stations from 0 to 100. You see from 0 to 250, we did increments of 25. You have 0 and 50, so halfway in between 0 and 50, divide 50 by 2. Therefore, each little marking is 25, 25, 50, 50 plus 25 is 75, plus 25 is 100, plus 25 is 125, and so forth on. Looking at your vertical axis, since it is so broad, from 0 to 500, markings increments of 50, so 50, 100, 152. Therefore, you could, when you do increments of 50, marks of 50, increments of 50, that allows you to put a large number of data in a short distance. So from 0 to 500, increments of 50 is represented here. So looking at our first point, 229, 468, so that's x, that's y. Out 229, so somewhere thinking of this is 225, so a little over to the right of 225, up 468, somewhere right there. So there's this point. And you see these points are scattered out. You've got 106.3, 86. So the 106.3, a little past 100, up 86. So that one's right here. Because think about it, halfway between 100 and 50 would be 75. So a little bit higher here would be the 86. So this is the point right here that I've got my pencil on, the 106.3, 86. So you see these points have been graphed on in the first quadrant to create this scatter plot.